संसार दावा ननलिधलो का प्राणाय कारुण्य घना संसार दावा Okay, Maharaj is coming now. Just wait for. Are you बोल संसार दावा नननिधलो का प्राणाय कारुण्य गना गनात्वं संसार दावा नननिधलो का प्राणाय कारुण्य घना घनात्वं प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणर्णवस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणर्णवस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं महाप्रभु कीर्तन नित्य गीता वादित्रमाद्यान् मनसोरसेना कीर्तन नित्य गीता वादित्रमाद्यान् मनसोरसेना रोमाञ्चकम्पाशुतरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं रोमाञ्चकम्पाशुतरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं श्रीविग्रहाराधननित्यनाना शृङ्गारतान्मान्दिरमार्जनादो श्रीविग्रहाराधननित्यनाना मार्जनादो युक्तस्य भक्तां च नियञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं युक्तस्य भक्तां चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसादो स्वादन्न तृप्तान् हरिभक्त संगान् श्री भगवत प्रसादो कृत्वैत्वतृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं कृत्वैव तृप्ति भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपारा माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्नां श्रीराधिका श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपारा माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्नां श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपारा माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्नां प्रतिष्ठादालालोपस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं प्रतिष्ठानान् स्वादनलालुपस्य वन्दे Arvindam Nikunjayo no Ratikeli Siddhai Yaya Libhir Yuktir Apekshani Ya Kunjayo no Ratikeli Siddhai Apekshaniya Tatradidakshadattivallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Tatradidakshadattivallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Sakshadharitvena samasta shastre Uktastata bhavayeva sadvi Sakshadharitvena samasta shastre Uktastata sadvi Kintu prabhurya piya eva tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Kintu prabhurya piya eva tasya Vande Guru Shri Vindam Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado Yasya prasadat nagati katopi Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado nagati katopi Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado Yasya prasadat nagati katopi Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado Tikatopi Dhyanasthuvam tasya yashastri sandhyam Vande Guru Shri Charana Arvindam Dhyanasthuvam tasya yashastri sandhyam Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri 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 Charanarvindam
Anandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Bhajamanam Yashoda Biyolukala Davamanam Aranjistam Adyanta Tojutya Gopya Dantamunetra Yugmam Rijatam Karambuja Yugmena Satankanitram Muhusvasakampa Shire Kankaganta Kraivam Damodaram Bhakti Badam Iti Driksvalila Virananda Kunde Sargosamni Mahajantam Mahakyaprayantam Tadiyesita Yesu Bhakta Jitatvam Punak Prematastam Tata Mitirande Varam Deva Moksham Mokshavadim Va Nachanyam Vrineham Varisadapiha Idam Teva Purnata Gopala Balam Sada Memana Vistirashtam Timanyay Sada Memana Savirastam Timanyay Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Idam te mukam bojam adyanta nilar Vitam kuntalastika raktascha gopya Moshumbitam bimbaraktam budame Manasavi rastam malam lakshalabhay Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Asida Prabhu Dukha Jalabdi Magnam Kripa Drishti Vishtiyati Dinam Vatanu Gihanesa Mamajnam Vidyakshijisya Kuvera Atmajo Badhanudjaiva Yadvat Tvaya Mochito Bhakti Bhajo Pritkocha Tata prema bhaktim swakam payacha namokshikraho misti damodareya. Namaste Sudamne Spuradipti Damne Tvadiyudarayata Vishwasadamne. Namo Radhikaya Priya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radha Nila Madhav Radhe Jai Radhe Jai Shri Radhe Jai Radha Damodara Radhe Jai Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Bolo Radha Damodara Radhe Radha Jai Radha Damodara Radhe Jai Radha Damodara Radhe Nitai Gora Haribo Nitai Gora Haribo Nitai Gora Haribo Nitai Gora Premanandi Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parajik Chasta Tarasa Tulasi Shishimada's Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnavindi Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Sikoho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sid Vaitikradha Shivasri Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Samkunda Radha Kundagiri Govardhana Ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Mayapura Dham Ki Jai, Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Tulasi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Ganga Maya Ki Jai, Jamuna Maya Ki Jai, Samavira Bhaktavinda Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guru, glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Mataji. Yeah.
Namaste Nrsimhaya. Namaste Nrsimhaya. Prahlad Lad Daine. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha. Shilatankan Khalaye. Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha. Yato yato yami tato Nrsimha. Bahir Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha. Narasinghamadim Sharanam Prapate. Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadritha Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Tava Keshavadritha Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadritha Narahari Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. भक्ति विघ्न विनाशक लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की। नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी नमो नमः राधा कृष्ण सेवा पावो ए अभिलाषी राधा कृष्ण सेवा पावो ए अभिलाषी जय तुम्हारा शरण लोय तारा वंशा पूर्ण हो
यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणक्ष्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणं पादे पादे यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणक्ष्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणं पादे पादे यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणक्ष्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणं पादे पादे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Vrinda Devi, Jaya Tulsi Maharani, Jaya Vrinda Devi. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Vrindayai Tulsi Devi Ai Priyai Keshavascha Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pratadevi Satyavachai Namo Namaha. Vrindayai Tulsi Devi Ai Priyai Keshavascha Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pratadevi Satyavachai Namo Namaha. Shri Vrindayai Tulsi Devi Ai Priyai Keshavascha Cha Vishnu Bhakti Pratadevi Satyavachai Namo Namaha. Srimati Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai.
Land, the recitation of your holy name. Oh Govinda, feeling your separation, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall renounce it. What makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. Completely free to anything and everything, who is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Chaitanya Siksastakam Ki Jai. There are 10 offenses in the matter of chanting the holy names of the Lord that should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who dedicate their lives to propagating the holy names of the Lord. 2. To consider names of demigods, to see the Lord Brahma equal to independent names of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual man. 4. The blasphemy of Vedic literature, or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. 5. Consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna as imagination. 6. To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in Vedas as fruit of activities of karma kanda. 9. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions in this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Now let us offer our most humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desire trees that can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vanchakalpa Terebhyascha, Pipasindhu Bhyevacha. Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Vaishnava Thakur Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraja Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadasya Nivayad Itaratas Chartesu Abhigyaswarat. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adhikavaye Muyanti Yatsurayaha. Tejo Vari Mridam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mirsha. Dam Nasrena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. O my Lord, Shri Krishna, son of Vasudeva. O all-pervading personality of Godhead. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval Lord of all, and the primeval cause of all causes, of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations. And he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen in water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature, appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Shri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Dharma Pujita Kaitravotra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastavam Atra Vastu Shivadam Tapa Trayon Mulinam Shrimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va purer Ishvaraha Sadyohidi avarudyate tra Kritibihi susubistakshana. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavata Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient within itself for God realization. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within his heart. Nigama kalpataror kalitam phalam Sukumakad amrita dravya samyutam Pibata bhagavatam rasam alayam Muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. O expert and thoughtful man, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. Although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, text number 5. The clever Duryodhana and his party cunningly usurped the kingdom of Yudhishthira, who had no enemy. By the grace of the Lord, the recovery was executed, and the unscrupulous kings who joined with Duryodhana were killed by him, meaning Krishna, with a capital H. Others also died, their duration of life having decreased for their rough handling of the hair of Queen Draupadi. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In the glorious days, or before the advent of the age of Kali, the brahmanas, the cows, the women, the children, and the old men and women were properly given protection. The protection of the brahmanas maintains the institution of varna and ashrama, the most scientific culture for attainment of spiritual life. The protection of cows maintains the most miraculous form of food, that is, milk, for maintaining the finer tissues of the brain for understanding higher aims of life. The protection of women maintains the chastity of society, by which we can get a good generation for peace, tranquility, and progress of life. The protection of children gives the human form of life its best chance to prepare the way of liberty from material bondage. Such protection of children begins from the very day of begetting a child by purificatory process of Garbhodana Samskara, the beginning of pure life. The protection of the old man gives them a chance to prepare themselves for a better life after death. This complete outlook is based on factors leading to successful humanity as against the civilization of polished cats and dogs. The killing of the above-mentioned innocent creatures is totally forbidden because even by insulting them, one loses one's duration of life. In the age of Kali, they are not properly protected, and therefore the duration of life of the present generation has shortened considerably. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that when the women become unchaste for want of proper protection, there are unwanted children called Varnashankara. To insult a chaste woman means to bring about disaster in the duration of life. Dushasana, a brother of Duryodhana, insulted Draupadi, an ideal chaste lady, and therefore the miscreants died untimely. These are some of the stringent laws of the Lord mentioned above. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, verse number 5. There are some really important points in Prabhupada's purport. And number one, respect of brahmanas, that is, real brahmanas, is extremely important for protecting the progressive path of Dharma. The progressive path of Dharma is done by the scientific organization of society into varnas and ashramas. Today's society is completely chaotic, and there's no proper, let's say, progressive training of people in the principles of Dharma. Therefore, it's a haphazard process. Some people may become Krishna conscious, may advance spiritually, but it's haphazard. It's not really organized. Of course, Christians have their way of organizing it, the Muslims have their way of organizing, the Buddhists have their way of organizing, Hindus have their way of organizing, Krishna consciousness has its way of organizing. But in general, it is chaotic because there are so many cross-current influences in society, especially with social media and television and movies and things like that, that many young people are distracted, or their path of progressive spiritual life is interrupted by careers, by mundane knowledge, by sense gratification, by becoming convinced that the goal of life is making a lot of money, having a lot of material amenities for sense gratification. So the Brahmanas are supposed to give an example of progressive Krishna consciousness by their strict adherence to the vow of poverty, chastity, spiritual studies, and performance of ritualistic performances, and guiding people, and especially to be healthy and to be educated in Krishna consciousness. So there are some Brahmanas doing that. Like, for example, in modern Israel, they have made a special law that protects Hasidic Jews. These are people who strictly follow, or let's say fanatically follow, Judaism. They are exempted from military service, but on the plea that they must be studying the Torah 24 hours a day, from childhood to death. So it's very interesting that they made that law. I don't know if you know about you know about that. Yeah. It's an interesting law in that country. Many of the Hasidic Jews are, strictly follow. 24 hours a day, their rules and regulations. And there are some that are extremely fanatical and disgusting, but there are others that are sincere and actually are studying the Torah 24 hours a day, from childhood to death. There are Muslims also that strictly follow their prayers 5 times a day, and the 5 times a day, and the 5 things that they have to do in their life to be a Muslim, and they're regulated. As soon as you'll see it even here. I know the man that runs the mosque here in in Sammamish, when it's a time for prayer, it doesn't matter where he is. He can be at work, he could be driving a car, he'll stop, put his prayer rug on the ground. We can be outside or inside, and he'll say his prayers. Right? And very strictly, they adhere to these things. So these are different practices. Of course, in Krishna consciousness, we have arati and offerings 6 times a day, and so forth. The Christians also have the 365 days a year prayer book. Prayers that you should be saying different times of the day, all day long. They have that, and there are people that actually do it, especially in the monasteries, but there are outside people also. There are prayers 24 hours a day, every day they should be saying. So it's very interesting, but now things have become disrupted, and most people don't do it. And Krishna consciousness, we have also 24 hours a day we should be remembering Krishna. Krishna tells Arjuna, Tasmat sarve sukalesu, mam anusmara yudhya, mayarpita mano buddhir, mam ivaisasya samsaya. Hey Arjuna, do your duty and think of me always. With your mind and intelligence fixed on me, surely you'll come back to me. We're supposed to also be chanting, and basically there's 5 things. There's Krishna Kirtan, Krishna Katha, Krishna Prasadam, Krishna Seva, and Harinam Sankirtan. You're supposed to be doing those things 24 hours a day. Are you doing it, Prabhupada? Yes, okay. Huh? We're all trying to do it, right? So the rules are there. The lifestyle is there, basically in all the religions, so that 24 hours a day a person remembers God. But so many distractions are there today that many people have slacked off. There are some people that strictly follow, but most people have slacked off. And we're living in a world of weapons of mass distraction. And we're getting distracted all the time from what is the essential thing in life. Now let's put it like this. Let's say you're driving a car and some drunk driver is coming straight at you. They've crossed over the separation line in the road and coming straight at you like 70 miles an hour, and there's no way you can avoid them. What would you think of? What would you think of, Prabhu? Yeah, he's crazy, right? You would die thinking that guy's crazy. So you die thinking about that person. See? So that's the whole point. See, this 24-hour concentration on Krishna means that in such a dire moment where you only have a few split seconds, you're trained to think of Krishna. But most people won't, because they don't have that training. Even we don't have, maybe most of us don't have that training. So that, like one time my wife was driving a car, and the kids were in the back seat, I was in the front seat, and she went off the road. And I said, "What are you doing? Stop, stop." And the kids said, "Hare Krishna." So they were more Krishna conscious than we were. The kids all said Hare Krishna, right? And I would say, "Stop, you're going off the road," like that. I became panicked. She didn't say anything. She was just like, steering off the road. So, you see, this training is such that at every moment, you always say Hare Krishna, right? You always think of Krishna. So that's the Brahminical life. Next, it says, the protection of cows maintains the most miraculous form of food, that is milk, for maintaining finer tissues of the brain, for understanding higher aims of life. Oh my God, we made a big offense here. We said the word milk. Vegans don't like milk, There are devotees now that are vegans. Did you know that? There are devotees in this temple also. They won't touch milk. Even ahimsa milk, they won't touch it. See? This is how ignorant people get. We go to all this trouble to make ahimsa milk, and it's a huge endeavor, right? A huge endeavor. And this is one of ISKCON's goals. We've already achieved it, right? But people get so distracted by nonsense that even devotees, and they won't touch it. But what happens? Milk is for maintaining the finer tissues of the brain, for understanding higher aims of life. That's how important milk is, right? But yet there's huge propaganda against milk. You see. That's Kali Yuga. Weapons of mass distraction, purposely made to turn people away from Krishna and to discourage them from doing anything that would be favorable for Krishna consciousness, such as drinking pure milk to evolve the finer tissues. Not only milk, prasadam also. Like, for example, in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, there's a very interesting purport that explains scientifically the importance of having prasadam. It says, performance of yajnas has many side benefits, ultimately leading to liberation from material bondage. By performance of yajnas, all activities become purified, as it is stated in the Vedas. By performance of yajnas or sacrifices, one's eatables become sanctified. And by eating sanctified foodstuffs, one's very existence becomes purified. By the purification of existence, finer tissues in the memory become sanctified. And when memory is sanctified, one can think of the path of liberation, and all these combined together lead to Krishna consciousness, the great necessity of present-day society. I know some people that won't eat prasadam. They won't. Why? Because they can find a million reasons why. And what happens is, look, there's a chain reaction when you respect prasadam in a proper way. Prasadam is sanctified foodstuffs. So one's existence becomes purified. And by the purification of existence, the finer tissues in the memory become sanctified. Now, many people tell me sometimes, they say, Prabhu, I'm having trouble remembering things. So is there any herb that you know of in Ayurveda that can help me? But that's a bunch of nonsense. You don't need the Ayurvedic herb Bacoba Monieri to improve your memory. You simply take Mahaprasadam and chant Hare Krishna, and your memory will become exponentially sharp. Exponentially sharp. Right? And then when the memory is sanctified, then one can think of the path of liberation. In other words, you can think of Krishna 24 hours a day, and all these combined together lead to Krishna consciousness, the great necessity of present-day society. You look at society today. What is the one thing missing, and because of that, people are suffering unnecessarily? It's Krishna consciousness. That's what's missing in this society. Everything else is there. You go to Walmart, or you go to Fred Meyer, or you go to Nordstrom's, you'll find everything. Everything is there. You go on Amazon, everything is being sold, except pure Krishna consciousness. And then it says, the protection of women maintains the chastity of society, by which we can get a good generation for peace, tranquility, and progress of life. Well, are women actually being protected today? No. Muslims are trying. They force them to wear a burqa. But that's, in one sense, it's good, and in other sense, it's fanaticism. But the idea is that there should be modesty. The one quality of a woman that's extremely important is modesty. Like, for example, one time, one of my workers in France, he was from Lanka, he had tried his best to get his wife, a visa. And after about 3 years, he finally got the visa for his wife. And the day she was flying in from Sri Lanka, he was not able to go to the airport. So he begged me to go to the airport and pick her up. I said, okay. So I went to the airport, and I had a little sign, and then and she didn't speak French, She spoke some English, but not much. And we found each other, and I explained to her that her husband sent me to pick her up. She refused to go with me. She said, I will not leave the airport until my husband comes here to pick me up. And he had to come. It took 2 hours for him to get there. He had to come that distance. She refused to go with me. Now, was there something wrong with her? No, actually, she was right. She didn't know who I was, even though I was her husband's boss, but she refused to come. She wanted her husband to come. So, is she a traditionalist? Yes, she is a traditionalist. She was following traditional custom. So these things are lost today, unfortunately. And because of that, women are not protected as they were previously in the Vedic culture. And because of that, strange things happen. Let's just put it like that. Next, the protection of children gives human form of life its best chance to prepare the way of liberty from material bondage. Such protection of children begins from the very day of begetting a child. This is before the child is born. It's the begetting of the child that is essential, and that's called Garbhodhan Samskara. And husband and wife, with the help of the community, should chant, and with the wishes of the community, should chant at least 50 rounds each, and spend a day, fasting, and so forth. There's so many rules for Garbhodhan Samskar in order to conceive a child. It's scientific. It's a science in how to conceive children. Nowadays, Prabhupada says, children are conceived like cats and dogs. And we won't go into explaining in depth what that means, but you get the idea. Whereas there's a scientific way of conceiving a child explained in the Vedas. And then next, the protection of old men, old women also, gives them a chance to prepare themselves for a better life after death. So, the purpose of life is at least near the end of life, the last 25 years of life, one should retire from active life. One should live in a holy place, or after having gone to pilgrimages to different holy places, husband and wife together. And if the husband is strong enough to take sannyas, and the wife lives with her children or lives in a holy place, and they should think 24 hours a day about Krishna. 25 years for the end of life. That's the program in the Vedic system. So that at the moment of death, one has no worries, no fear, no doubts, and one can focus the mind completely on Krishna. So this is the Vedic way of life. It's a good way of life. And the whole goal is to become fully Krishna conscious and go back to Godhead. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.